This video is sponsored by my OnlyFans, where I do my meaningful sex educational content, fitness, health, nutrition, relationship advice, and more. And hi everybody! And welcome to this collection review and, overview basically. This is Kirio's hair collection. Logan collection.
Logan's collection. Of many Logans.
Of many Logans, yes. Logan also is here in the collection. So, before we show you this amazing collection, we are going to talk about a bit the figures and what it's like to be a collector, guys. So, what is like to be a collector?
Very expensive hobby. First of all, well, especially if you live in Bulgaria, because these things are not in the shops. Basically, you can't find them. Because here we do have just, the kid stuff, which is also fine, but you don't have the high-end collectibles things, or even things like Marvel Legends. And you either have to buy them from different sites that actually bring them over here with the 20 level, which is something like $10 or something like that, more than the original price that you have. And or either your best bet is eBay. I usually did most of the things that I have actually are from eBay, and I buy them loose, so if I find them with no box, sometimes even with no accessories or things like that, but for a good price I take them, and in good condition. So I'm not one of the people who keep the figures in boxes, because I think it's stupid. Sorry.
In box.
In a box, yes. I mean, I'm not going to. Some of them I might resell, but some people buy them intentionally. They keep them in a box in their collection so that someday they can resell them. But I want to open it, to enjoy it, to make different poses, take some shots and things like that.
Someday under the rainbow.
Someday.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is an expensive thing, especially in Bulgaria, because you have to buy from sites, or if you travel and you find something. I do have 1 and 2 figures from when I traveled to Austria. Yes, the first thing that I did was to find a comic book shop, and I bought a Green Arrow figure from there.
Oh boy.
Yes. So, and yeah, I actually seriously I started maybe something like 10 or 11 years ago, when you find how eBay works and you learn yourself, okay, now with what should you be careful, what is a stupid thing to buy from eBay, because you have to check the prices and the condition of the figure. And I watch a lot of, every time before I buy something, I watch a review of the figure. There are many YouTubers out there who do that actually, and I watch how is it, details, articulation, and if I like it, especially the articulation, I say, so I can take lots of photos on this one, and then I decide, okay, let's try. And what I usually do is I either walk around, I take them, I change the pose, or I just either go out or in front of a wallpaper I take a photos of some action pose, which is something that is actually more professionally people call it articulated comic book art. So there are guys out there actually, and tournaments on that, who the idea is that you make your setup like a wallpaper or like a diorama, and you have to put the heroes in like a comic book pose, but they have to look as real as you can make the pose. So for example, not to use a stand or to just put them somewhere, but the pose has to look like a comic book page.
Oh, that's
And
interesting.
there is a tournament on that, yes, and there are many YouTubers who actually showcase how you can do that. Yes, I can't do it like that, but it kind of inspired me. Also, I can actually take photos, and I go into the park with them, and I put them around the trees and other things like that, and it's fun.
Yeah, I've seen those.
Yeah, so I started like that. Before that, as a child, of course, I had figures. And even as a child, although I play with them, I was one of these children that, you cannot afford any figure that you see. And I was aware of that, so I was never, oh mom, buy me this, and she said no, and say, oh no, you're a bad mother, and things like that. No, I was aware of that, but I really keep them. Even today I have some old figures that are older than me, probably.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very important to learn to keep those things. They are just things, but if you learn how to keep them, then they will always be in a good condition.
Indeed.
for that part.
So,
Yeah.
how many figures do you think that you have right now?
Well, last time I counted was maybe 10 years ago when they were 180 something, so by now I think I have more than 200. And of course, not all of them are displayed. I still have some other in boxes. This is the other bane of an action figure collector, that some of them you have to prioritize, and some of them you decide, okay, now you go into the box, that you have a box of toys under the bed, and others you say, okay, now I want to display these, and you can always switch around. Or there of course, and rich characters who have a garage or a different room just for that, but
Yeah.
yeah, so you have to prioritize.
Okay. Well, guys, now it's time to show you one of the most interesting figures and the ones that we wanted to highlight, so we got them out of the cabinet.
Kinda.
Yeah, and now we're going to walk you around and show you, and yeah, they're amazing and very, very amazing and dusty.
Dusting, yes. That's the other bane of action figure collecting, guys. If you decide to do it, dusting is your big problem. So yeah, sorry for the dust, but didn't have so much time.
Yeah. Okay.
Find a place without a dust.
Okay. Now let's begin with the first part of this tour. Okay, guys. So here we have this first part. And yeah, there's a lot of things in here. Walk us through it.
Well, basically, this is the TMNT shelf and kind of TMNT-like things. So here are figures from different Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles periods. So they are the figures from the 2003 TV series, from the new one from Nickelodeon, which is called Rise of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They're some of the villains there also, like 3 types of Shredder, many types of Leonardo because he's my favorite turtle. Over there you can see Biker Mice from Mars, another cartoon which was like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and some figures of Casey Jones, who is my favorite human character from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and these are from the 2012 cartoon, again on Nickelodeon. My favorite is the one from 2003, and no, I don't have any of the classical figures of the Ninja Turtles from 1985. They're too expensive, although this Casey Jones there is from that series.
Awesomeness. And then we have this.
Yeah, this is kind of like a shelf that is dedicated to, let's say, gaming characters, except He-Man, but I have place of him. So you have Mega Man and
that's
Sonic.
A Bulgarian
yeah,
character.
This one will say yes, yeah.
Yeah, the rabbit one.
Mega Man and Sonic, because they're from games, and there is actually a comic book in which the two of them meet. Some Fortnite figures that over there, which I didn't play the game, but I like the designs of these figures. He-Man, of course, and Dante from Devil May Cry, Goku. So anime, gaming, something like that we have there.
And Wolverine for some reason, and...
For this I didn't have space, so yeah. 2 Transformers from Beast Wars, but it's actually more from Transformers Kingdom, which is the Netflix show, but these are from the Beast Wars cartoon also, which are favorite of mine. The Bulgarian figure that we set is this rabbit over there. It's from a Bulgarian comic book, and it's the only Bulgarian action figure ever made. So, I had to have it.
Ever made?
Ever made, yes. We don't have any others.
That is ridiculous.
Yes. Too expensive, as we say. Here's some different Ben 10 stuff. These are more... I like the designs again, but these are more for my son. He usually, when he's here, he plays with them, and I train myself to be okay with giving him figures like that to play, because we can't be stuck up people like, no, do not touch my collection, you stupid child. No. You don't have to be like that, guys. I mean, you need to have things in your collection that you are sure that if you have a child, he or she can play with them, and you're going to be okay with that. So yeah, here mostly Ben 10 stuff. They go really good with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because the same company makes them, and you can always do crossovers with that. Or play with your child also. They like that.
Shocking revelation.
Yay.
Play with your child. Okay, and then we have the more serious stuff now.
Some of them here we have John Constantine figures from. These are DC Universe Classics. One of them, there is Ninja Batman, and yeah, this one is a Japanese figure actually from the anime. It was very expensive.
Oi,
I
don't
don't
tell
know
me.
why I bought that. Yes, but I was in a moment. Here, this was my very first attempt of getting a version of the Justice League in some figures. I still need to find a comic book Superman to go with them, but Henry's doing a good job for now. And then there is a bit more classical Batman and Catwoman, and this is the Green Arrow that I bought in Austria when I was there.
He's the classical one, like
Yes.
almost New 52-ish.
In that store in Austria, they had actually only classical figures, not much of a choice, and of course some Legos, yes, and different Batmobiles because I'm not a car person, but the only car that I like is of course the Batmobile. So as much as I can get.
I am shocked.
Again, yes. Newsflash. Here is kind of like the Batman shelf. So there is a Batman from The Dark Knight Returns. The Batman behind him is from the cartoon The Batman, and it's a gift from one of my students. And there is a Bruce Wayne there, a custom Bruce Wayne actually. A friend of mine did the head. The body I already had, and he just made the head.
The head is pretty cool.
Yeah, we used one for it. Greg Capullo Batman based on his art. And
Egypt Batman?
yes, these are from I think the line was called Tales of the Dark Knight, in which you have these classical old figures from the 90s, in which you have Egyptian Batman, Viking Batman I had somewhere over there, and things like that. Even a Pilot Robin, you can see behind the two Batman there is a Pilot Robin.
Pirate Robin.
Yes, over there with the red thing, yes, next to the Scarecrow.
This
yes,
guy.
Here he is, yes. Yeah, that's a Pilot Robin.
Hello!
Different versions of it, and some of the games here there is a Joker, Harley, and Batman and Catwoman from the Arkham games. Nightwing also is from the Arkham games, yes.
Oh yeah, Nightwing.
Yes, he's from the Arkham game. There
Here
is a
he
Superman there from, again, the comic book The Dark Knight Returns. And all the different versions of it. There is Samurai Batman over there, again from this line with Vikings and over there.
Yeah.
Yes, here he is, yes.
And keep in mind, guys, we did brought a lot of figures out, so you can see these and the others separately. And here we go now.
Now here we took out most of the figures so that you can see them a bit better. But here there is, these are Marvel Legends, which is one of the best line for now. So different Spider-Man here in different versions. A classical Black Widow. This is Peter Parker there that we knock out. Yes. Here we go. But you're going to see why we knocked them out. And here are different, again, Marvel characters like Wolverine, Captain America,
Captain
Punisher,
Marvel.
a very ugly Wolverine, but you're going to see the better after that.
My camera cannot perceive him.
No. And Daredevil and Sentry, yes.
Sentry.
Which I was thinking on selling actually, what we say. So if anyone is interested. Here a bit other things that I just put. These are from the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. These are the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which are based on the original comic book. That's why all of them are actually wearing red bandanas. Some statues. This statue was a present. Well, I bought a Spider-Man figure and they gave me this also.
Awesome.
Yeah, so again, moving on with some classic.
And this is my gift here.
Sitting there with the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, this is actually a New 52 Superman knockoff from the originals that were DC Collectibles.
Yes, but actually very good knockoffs. So, I mean, if you're okay with that, I do have a knockoff figures. Most of them look like the original and they're cheaper. So, if you're not one of these guys who know if it's not original, it's okay. Actually, these NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are knockoffs. They're just like the original.
Wow.
Yes.
Everything good?
Nobody can ever see the difference.
Okay, and here we have some very, very cool Spider-Man actually.
No, that's not Spider-Man.
It is not Spider-Man!
No.
What is it?
No, that's his name is Star. He's from the comic book The Savage Dragon. And you're going to see in Savage Dragon Raider. This next to him is from the same comic book. It's called Super Patriot. These are kind of more obscure characters I like also collecting and things like that, and making them like a team. There is a Witchblade figure over there, yes, that's Witchblade from the Image comic books. And of course, a classical Spawn figure. A friend of mine gave it to me because he said, "You're a bigger Spawn fan than me, you deserve it." And I said, "Okay."
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And
Granted.
these are again Marvel Legends, but these are the Marvel monsters. So this is actually Frankenstein, Marvel's Frankenstein. They
Oh,
do have that,
Jesus.
yes. And he is called, because I like werewolves, this is Werewolf by Night. Interesting fact, first appearance of Moon Knight was in his comic book, so I wonder if in the TV show we're going to see Werewolf by Night someday, I hope. Basically, a guy who turns into a werewolf and has superpowers. This is Savage Dragon, which his figure is great because all the fingers are articulated, so you can do different poses. And yes, he can even give you the finger.
He's trying to catch my phone.
Yes.
Jesus.
He's a police officer, so... This is a Hellboy figure from the second movie. I bought him with no weapon, so I just gave him a sword. And of course Blade, comic book Blade. And my prized possession, this is Spawn from Mortal Kombat 11, but he's one of the best Spawn figures out there. So the most articulated, the most detailed one, if you want with articulation. Otherwise, there are great statues of Spawn, but you know.
And he's pretty big. How many inches is that?
I think it was 7, yeah, 7 inch.
7? Yeah. Around
Yeah.
22 centimeters, maybe?
Yes. Here more classical things, these are called Stone Protectors from a very old cartoon, again around the same time with the Ninja Turtles. Basically, this was when these troll dolls, you know, with the hair were very popular.
The trolls, yes.
And yes, and they wanted to capitalize on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles success, and basically they combined them, and this is what you have. This is about a band that get these superpowers and they turn into those guys.
A bit grotesque.
But kind of fun still. Here again some things which are both mine and to my son. This is Goliath from the Gargoyles, a great cartoon from the 90s again. It's a classical figure. Of course, articulated Buzz Lightyear because we play with my son with him. And these are from a cartoon called Power Players. It was about a boy who has toys that can talk, but he can transform into an action figure and do things with them. And they go again good with the TMNT stuff because again the same company makes them. So yeah. And yeah, go Power Rangers. Also, what was her name? I forgot her name. Oh, Ladybug and Cat Noir, yes.
I have no
they're
idea.
Again great figures. And some Power Rangers, these are, I'm short on 3 of them, but these are the only ones that I could find on a good price, you know. So yeah.
And Scooby Doo.
Of course. For the kids. Well, one, I have one. So yeah, and I do like some of the modern Scooby Doo cartoons actually, like the design, and these were fun.
And from this side we have.
From this side there is this is Jubei Yagyu from the game Onimusha 2. Actually, it's based on a real actor played the role in all the 3 games, and I forgot his name, but I know that he actually passed away several years ago. And I have never played the second game, but I like samurais, so you know. And this is Savage Dragon when he's a police officer. It's a classical figure that he looks like. Not very articulated like the other one, but here he is with the police officer uniform.
Interesting.
Okay, some comic books.
Let's go to the other side. Oh boy, we have a lot going on here.
This one is the more interesting one. So here are kind of the movie and TV show figures. So there is a figure of Vin Diesel in Riddick. This is the only role that I like him actually. Of course, from Chronicles of Riddick, I think, yes, yeah. Exactly. With no weapon though, and of course
the Crow?
The Crow, yes, Brandon Lee there. Again, a better Hellboy figure over here. The gun is not from this figure, but I didn't have one when I bought it. So I needed to give him a gun, of course. And here we're going to see the better Logan figures. Of course, these are the movie figures, Marvel Legends Hasbro figures that look like Hugh Jackman. That is, basically they need to be from X-Men Wolverine Origins movie, but here you have it with the different heads. Each one of these figures comes with 2 heads that you can swap and 2 types of hands. So with claws that are bone and metal. Then we have some Snyder Cut Justice League, of course. Arnold in Commando.
Snyder Cut,
A
Justice
Tumblr
League.
there, yes. Another Wolverine figure, most of them are here. Van
Van
Helsing
Helsing,
over there.
yeah.
Movie Punisher, Terminator movie, Amazing Spider-Man there. Bruce Lee, of course, because I'm a fan. 2 types of Bruce Lee. Doctor Doom from the movie, this was a gift also.
Darth
Darth
Vader,
this is from a cartoon actually. Darth Vader, yes.
Yoda.
Because
The only
he's
thing that you're
wise.
missing is Baby Yoda, but
And the Mandalorian figure.
yeah.
Some collection of movies there, so
Christopher Reeve, Superman.
Christopher Reeve Superman, yes, and of course Michael Keaton Batman. The Flash when this show was good. Ben Affleck as Daredevil over there.
Yeah.
Robocop also.
Wolf? Some wolf.
This is a werewolf figure from Doctor Who, from one of the
Oh.
episodes, and he is also in Doctor Who. So all the things. And these are the movie Ninja Turtles, and of course more movie Batman, because Batfleck for the win, and the movie Hulk.
Yeah, one of the best Batmans
Yes.
ever, in our opinion. Still Ben Affleck, but we'll
Still
see
Ben
what
Affleck, yes.
what Mr. Twilight's gonna do.
Yeah, but still as an appearance, it's still going to be Ben Affleck. So yes, and there is Jackie Chan down there. You can
Oh yeah.
yeah, this is a Jackie Chan figure.
Hey,
Imagine
don't
that.
hide here.
Because
He's like, I'm laid back here. What do you want from me?
he's just resting now.
And now let's go to the bed. Ta-dang!
Or you can go.
Go to the other side. Okay, now
So,
we have some of the best things.
Yeah, these are again Marvel Legends that we pull out from the shelf that we showed you. So they are here, and again 2 Beast Wars Transformers, so Tigertron and or Tigatron, I think it's pronounced, and of course Optimus Primal. And yes, they do transform in monkey and a tiger, and as they should.
And it's awesome.
And it's awesome. Gwenpool, Deadpool, of course. I'm not a big fan of Deadpool, but I need to have one figure to do stupid photos with him.
And this is pretty awesome.
And
I mean,
this
body
is one of the
sculpture,
best,
everything.
yes. Again, there is a head without the mask, Hydro Man. There, and I am going to take photos of all the Wolverine figures someday that I have. This is Ninja Wolverine there. I like it for the head sculpt. It's one of the best ones. I like him when he's without the mask actually more. This one is Astonishing X-Men Wolverine, and of course my favorite Iron Man. This is the costume that I like the most. The movie costumes I don't like so much, but this is this is called the modular armor from the cartoon from the 90s and the comic books from the 90s.
The most amount of nostalgia I have with Iron
Of
Man is
course.
with this exact
Here you
armor.
this is one of my very first actually articulate figures of War Machine, and of course there is a face underneath. Yes, here you go.
That is so awesome. Very good head sculpt, actually.
It's from a real person. I think it was a basketball player or something like that.
So
Not sure.
cool. Nightcrawler.
Nightcrawler. He
Pretty
also has comes with 2 heads and some other hands that you can swap for more options. Of course, Scorpion, and kinda this is my Sinister 6, so different versions of it. So I have a Scorpion, Mysterio, Venom, the Lizard, and Green Goblin that we saw.
They are all very well made, by the way. Very good sculpts.
Now Hasbro are really better with the things that.
Who was this guy?
This is the Prowler. So he appeared in the comic books in the 90s. He was first a bad guy, and then he became something like an anti-hero. If he looks to you like Spawn, this is because Marvel took the design from it. This was at the time when Spawn was very cool, and Marvel decided that let's do something that looks like him. So we're going to rip him off, and the costume looks like that. Thor, which this is my favorite look for Thor. This is the Asgard armor Thor. So more armor, more muscles, and a beard, because Thor should have a beard. I don't like bearders, and with this helmet, that's my favorite
This
helmet.
is long before the movies.
Oh yeah, of course. Spider-Man Noir.
And Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, who is his figure is way better than his TV show.
Yeah,
course.
obviously.
Old Man Logan from the comic book Old Man Logan. And the lizard. So to have him, you need to buy all the 5 figures and to combine him after that into one. So basically, one expensive figure they have. And of course, Venom. And
Who is the most grotesque Venom I ever
oh,
seen?
they're even more grotesque than this one. Yeah, believe me. This one is the newest Hasbro Spider-Man. This one is one of the most articulated that they have done so far, and with the best, let's say, body. Because, for example, this one has a different body, but this one is more skinnier. But I like him because I can do this. I always want to do a Spider-Man figure should be articulated to do things like that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So yeah, if a Spider-Man cannot do this, you know,
It's not Spider-Man.
it's not Spider-Man. Basically. And a Black Cat figure that we have here because Spider-Man
Should
be
have.
there,
Black
should
Cat.
have one. Yes, and a Mr. Sinister figure, which one of the best scopes that Hasbro has ever done, actually.
Yeah, amazing sculpt of the body and head,
Yes, and the cape that they have, and Hawkeye because I
Because
tried to
Hawkeye.
put something like Avengers together, but not the movie ones. So
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good costume.
yeah, he does look better than his original costume.
And
It's
this
more
is
modern.
it?
Yeah, there are
This
2
is it?
Batmobiles there that you can show.
Ah, yeah, 2 Batmobiles.
Yes, of course. And some kid stuff from our childhood, yes. These are some of his things. Because he also needs to play. And of course the Batmobiles come with some people inside. Yes.
And we still don't know who is this guy, the lion, I mean.
From Small Soldiers.
Oh.
And there is a Batman over here. That I put inside because this one is ugly and he should stay there. Yes.
Yeah, because guys, this lion guy was actually my toy, but I have no idea where I got it from. I mean, I thought that it was from the toys. So
It's from the movie Small Soldiers, yes, which is about toys who get mad and want to destroy. He's from the good guys, but the toys of the soldiers are one that hunt them or something like that. Yes, movie from the 90s. Yes.
Okay. So that was it, guys. I hope that you like this whole collection, and yeah, let us know what you think in the comments. Let us know what figures you have, and share whatever you like. Actually, if you like to support me, check out the links down below, my OnlyFans, everything that I can help you with there. And yeah, guys, till next time, get your reviews, and Logan.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Boop.